for my party. And regardless, I agree that politics can bring out the most beautiful and what is most noble in human beings. And I think here of the attachment to principles, to values, to the strength and courage of standing up and defending your principles, your values, to loyalty, to team playing, to the ability to do better collectively and individually. So when I was younger, my father always said, humans don't have perfect tools to change the world and make society better. The best tool they have is politics. And that is how I worked for more than 20 years, and more than once I could have abandoned. I've had great opportunities that would have brought me elsewhere, but I didn't do it. And honestly, I have no regrets. No regrets, because serving is a huge privilege. It's been a privilege of being elected 6 times as the MP of Honoré-Mercier in Anjou, Rivière-des-Prairies. It's been a huge privilege to have been named 4 times in the cabinet and as a minister, as head whip of Minister of Transport, leader of the government. It's been a huge privilege to have been named 3 times in a row lieutenant for Quebec, and it's been my lifelong honor to have been chosen by the militants as leader of the Quebec Liberal Party. Since the first day as leader, I've given everything, honestly, everything, to be up to the trust that was given to me by the militants. I think of preparing the program based on economic nationalism, on getting closer as the caucus and the regions and the party and the regions, the grouping of tens and tens of candidates, a reconstruction of county associations everywhere throughout Quebec. And again, it worked, and we came back up month after month it was a 2-person race for a good while, and we've gone back up in many regions, including with Francophones. And I really would have liked to have brought our team to a success during the next elections, to a win. I believe it. I still believe it. But politics does have this fascinating side where nothing is written and where everything can turn on its head in a day or within a few weeks. And that, regardless of the best intentions, regardless of the authenticity of my commitment, the authenticity of the process, the sincerity of what we're doing, today I'm standing very straight in front of you, the head high, with no reason to lower my gaze. None. I've always acted with authenticity, integrity, and ethics. Always. Despite of that, I've become, despite myself, a distraction. And the Liberal Party deserves that we talk of its projects, its plan for the future. The Liberal Party of Quebec deserves that they speak of it and not of me. And that is why I'm announcing today that I'm stepping down as leader of the Quebec Liberal Party. This decision, I'm not taking it because I'm renouncing my values. Absolutely not. I'm not renouncing my desire to fight for Quebec. It is a decision that I take only out of duty for my country, for my party that I honestly love, for Quebec, and for my country, Canada.
Solely out of a sense of duty. For my party, which I sincerely love, for Quebec and for my country. Aux libéraux, à ceux qui aiment profondément notre parti,
To liberals and to those who profoundly love our party, I have a message for you. We cannot afford to start an electoral year divided.
et encore moins
And even less so at a moment where the future of Canada is in play.
Québécois méritent un parti
Quebecers deserve a united Liberal Party, a Liberal Party that takes care of real things.
Je veux aussi être
So I also want to be very clear.
j'ai rien à me reprocher.
I have nothing to hold against myself. My integrity has never been put into question in 20 years in politics, and it's not true that this is going to start today. I've always acted in good faith, fully transparent, following the rules, and I reiterate all my confidence in the people around me, people close to me. I want to say this as well. There is no tolerance
Pour les gestes illégaux,
for illegal acts or that go against ethics. No tolerance within the Liberal Party of Quebec. It was true before my arrival,
et c'est vrai,
and it's
c'est
true,
vrai à chaque minute.
and it's been true for every minute under my leadership.
Il y a des enquêtes en cours.
There are ongoing investigations, and if it's been shown that someone did something inappropriate or illegal, that person should take on all consequences. No pity.
Les partis libéraux du Québec demeurent
The Liberal Party of Quebec remains, in my eyes, the best political vehicle
de François Legault.
to beat François Legault's CAQ and stop the arrival of a new referendum.
Je veux prendre
I
un moment pour dire merci.
want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to my family. Thank you to Roxanne. Thank you to Beatrice. Thank you for always being there with me. Thank you for crossing that bridge with me. Thank you for crossing so many bridges with me.
Merci pour la patience.
Thank you for the patience, the understanding, the sacrifices. Politics takes up a lot of space often too much space. And one thing is clear, I never could have gone through this journey without you.
Merci aux membres du
Thank you
Parti
to the members of the Liberal Party of Quebec who've given me their trust and who trusted me, who chose me. Your support profoundly impacted me, and I will never forget
J'aurais
you.
voulu aller
I would have wanted to have gone further with you, make real the trust and hopes that you put in my care.
Merci aussi à toutes les
Thank
personnes
you also to all the people who've accompanied me throughout my political journey, the committees, the different caucuses I've sat with, militants, volunteers, organizers, colleagues, friends, all those who were there in the good moments as in the more difficult moments, because we always know both, or experience both in politics. And despite this storm, being leader of the Liberal Party has been my life's greatest achievement, and I regret absolutely nothing. Doing politics is a thing of the heart. Is you want to defend the common good, defending Quebec, defending who we are as Quebecers. It's to carry the concerns of people, to fight, to build something that is much bigger than yourself. And it is gratifying, and that's what I would say. It's gratifying because
c'est aussi un métier
you know, there's no greater job, but it's also a difficult job, sometimes unjust, sometimes cruel, which we know. I've had great victories, great pride, some very painful failures. I've had doubt, enthusiasm. I've felt all of this in my career when I started with hair much darker than this, but that's a journey and a path that it's been a privilege to walk down. And there's some things that won't change, like my desire to serve, to be useful, to make a difference.
The Quebec Liberal Party is bigger than any of us. It has weathered storms. It has risen time and time again, and it will rise again. Quand j'ai choisi de traverser le pont, je l'ai fait par
When
amour.
I chose to cross that bridge, I did it by love for Quebec, for us as Quebecers, because we are beautiful people.
Magnifique.
Magnificent people. And I wanted to give back to Quebec everything that was given to me and my parents. And I've said more than once, we arrived here as political refugees in Argentina. My dad had been imprisoned, had been tortured. There was a bomb in the house and we were all injured. We arrived broken as a family and as individual without anything. We went to the food banks at the Salvation Army. And we chose Quebec at the time. And Quebec opened its arms. So take a moment to think of that.
Un petit gars qui s'appelle Pablo, qui grandit
A small kid called Pablo, who is from the Eastern Townships in Sherbrooke, who's named multiple times in the Canadian government's cabinet, who's elected leader
plus important.
of the most important party in the history of Quebec. And that is what Quebec is. That is what it is. And that is the Quebec that I want for my daughter, a Quebec that's open, where everybody can dream and move forward, believe the impossible. That is my Quebec.
Ma part, je vais
So, for me,
un peu de temps
I'm
familial
going to take a little bit of time with my family,
avant la politique, avant
because before politics, before this fascinating adventure, which is politics, there's life. Life that is beautiful, life that moves on. And my place today is there with my family. So that's where I'm going back to. But one thing is certain, regardless of what the future brings,
j'ai toujours
as I've always done, I will continue to choose Quebec. Thank you. Question. What